Imagine waking up every morning not to the rumble of traffic, but to the gentle, rhythmic pulse of a living creature beneath your feet. Your home, your city, your entire world rests upon the back of a colossal whale, a living island, navigating the endless, uncharted oceans of a forgotten world. This isn't just a fantasy for the citizens of Cetus. It's reality. For generations, they've thrived in this symbiotic metropolis, building towers from coral and illuminating their streets with bioluminescent flora. The whale, whom they call the Great Astro, is their protector, their provider, and their entire universe. But where did it come from? And where is it going? These were questions no one dared to ask until now. Our story begins with Alara, a young cartographer with an insatiable curiosity. While others were content with the familiar horizons, Alara spent her days in the city's ancient archives, poring over sea-salt-crusted scrolls and faded charts. She wasn't just mapping the known world. She was searching for the unknown. One stormy afternoon, hidden within the false bottom of a forgotten sea chest, she found it. A series of star charts, unlike any she had ever seen. They didn't map the sky above. They mapped the deep ocean currents. And at their center, a recurring symbol, a spiral galaxy that neared a birthmark found on the great asteroid itself. Scrolls spoke of a homecoming, a cyclical journey the whale was destined to make. For the first time, the people of Cetus realized their journey wasn't random. They had a destination. The discovery sent ripples through the city. The city elders, once steadfast in their traditions, were now faced with a choice. Ignore the maps and continue their aimless existence, or embrace the unknown and embark on a journey guided by these ancient celestial clues. Fear mingled with excitement. The path ahead was treacherous, leading them through the treacherous obsidian straits, where volcanic shards rained from the sky. And the whispering Sargasso, a sea of grasping kelp said to drive sailors mad with phantom voices. The decision was made. The city would trust Alara. They would trust the great Astra. Using the star charts, they learned to communicate with the whale through rhythmic pulses sent from the city's core, subtly guiding it along the ancient pathways. The journey had begun. Life on the move was different. The city had to adapt. Engineers developed kinetic dampeners to stabilize buildings during the whale's powerful dives. Botanists cultivated new, resilient crops that could withstand the changing climates. From the freezing polar currents to the scorching equatorial waters, the people of Cetus, once just inhabitants, were becoming true partners with their living vessel. Children learned to read the whale's moods through the subtle tremors in the ground, knowing when it was content or when danger was near. They weren't just living on the whale, they were living with it. This shared purpose forged a new, unbreakable bond among the citizens. Every challenge they overcame together strengthened their resolve and deepened their connection to the great Astra. Their journey brought them face to face with wonders and horrors. They witnessed migrations of glowing sky mantis that filled the night with ethereal light and navigated around colossal whirlpools that could swallow a city whole. One day, they were ambushed by a fleet of marauders, pirates who lived on flotillas of scavenged metal, preying on the weak. They saw the city whale as the ultimate prize. As grappling hooks clawed at the great Astra's ancient hide, the whale responded with a deep, mournful cry that shook the very ocean. It dove, plunging the city into the crushing darkness of the abyss. The pirate ships, unable to withstand the pressure, imploded. Cetus, protected by a shimmering bioelectric field the whale generated, survived. It was a terrifying, yet profound moment. The great Astra wasn't just their home. It was their guardian, willing to protect them at all costs. As they neared the coordinates from Alaris maps, the ocean began to change. The water grew clearer, imbued with a soft, golden light. Strange, crystalline structures rose from the seabed, humming with a gentle energy. Then, on the horizon, they saw it. Not one, but dozens of other city whales, all converging on the same point. Each was unique, with different architectures and cultures, but all moving with the same ancient purpose. They had reached the homecoming. In the center of this majestic gathering floated a nexus of pure light, the source of the ocean's glow. This was the birthplace of the whales, a cosmic nursery where they were born from stardust and sea. As the great Astra joined the silent convocation, a wave of collective consciousness washed over every citizen of Cetus. It wasn't a voice, but a feeling, a pure and ancient understanding. They learned the truth. The whales, called the star swimmers, were not mere creatures. They were cosmic gardeners, celestial beings tasked with seeding life across barren ocean worlds. Every few millennia, they would return to their nexus to share knowledge and recharge their life-giving energy before embarking on a new cycle. The cities on their backs were not a burden. They were a part of this mission. The inhabitants were stewards, chosen to nurture the fledgling ecosystems that the whales created on their journeys. Their existence had a purpose far grander than they could have ever imagined. The revelation transformed the people of Cetus. They were no longer just survivors on a living island. They were part of a galactic symbiosis, partners in a cosmic dance of creation. They shared their knowledge with the other city dwellers, learning new ways to harness energy, grow food, and live in even greater harmony with their star swimmer hosts. The homecoming was a time of celebration, of shared discovery, and of renewal. Ilara, once a curious girl in an old library, was now hailed as a visionary, the one who had guided them home. But she knew the real guide had been the great Astra all along. With their energy renewed and their purpose clear, the time came for the star swimmers to depart once more. The great convocation dispersed, each whale city heading towards a different, distant corner of the galaxy, carrying their stewards to new worlds in need of life. As Cetus and the great Astra journeyed into a new, unknown ocean under a sky of alien stars, there was no fear. There was only a sense of profound peace and exhilarating purpose. They were a city on the back of a whale, sailing the cosmic seas, not as lost wanderers, but as guardians of life, forever bound to their gentle, giant, starborn home. Their journey was just beginning. Thank you so much for joining us on this incredible voyage. If you love stories that explore vast new worlds and the deep connections within them, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you won't miss our next adventure. What kind of world would you build on the back of a giant space whale? Let us know in the comments below. Until next time, keep exploring.